3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 18. Out. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike 8. They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 8. I got him. Hey. Stop.
Here's Trubisky. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Joker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey. 4 down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the 1st down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
And to give this time to the tailback. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Alert. You draw quarter. Man, up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
61, match box, light. Hey, 18. 5. My game.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Go to 54.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Room here to run. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively. Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So here's Greg Zerline now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And Zerline's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it. Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it? Yep. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists. Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet? I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
At the 37-yard line.
Mike 8. Focus, defense, focus.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Caught by Nelson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go, let's go!
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the score.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and that'll make it 24-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 31, check 31. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike 8. Watch switch. Mike 18. Let's go, defense.
Trubisky will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, Alpha.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. This one caught by Davis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
180. Right there in the middle, 55. I got you, pop.
Trubisky to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 54.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Right there, 54 Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Come to my work. Go. Get out there.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
54. Here we go.
A pitch back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All day, every day, any day. No.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll run with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
Here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
First down, Cowboys.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bandit.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Cowboy first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Kill. Good.
Back to you. Tighten up. Hey, watch 26.
On first down, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, Randy. Turnover. Get that ball. Let's go, Army. Mike 5-4.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
I got him.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead,
Right there, 54 Mike.
all day, baby, all day, all day, all day.
Sponge, sponge.
26.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
48. Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And an alley to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Hey, 18.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Haywood.
Coming up to you. Mike 55.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. It's caught. Nelson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears claw one back. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Why? Get ready,
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go right in.
Mike 5-4. Let him know. Let him know.
26.
Now Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Bears 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
Go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 39, Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zerline now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Cowboys 62, Bears 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. Now Foles. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 64 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
17-yard line.
Wide 80. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Throwing on second down. Foles is throwing right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out. And the Bears claw one back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Kill.
Mike's 54.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
13.
Tight right.
Bravo.
Mike 8. Coming to you.
Let's go.
Here's Foles. He completes it to Nelson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Foles. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, Caden.
55's Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's get this.
26.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
46.
Mike 5-4.
26.
Throwing here, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I got you.
Under.
I got you, son. .54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Go. Get out there.
I'm coming. Hey, watch edge. Pick the edge.
Gun. 26.
Now here's Pollard. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-6.